Alright, so hello. So today what we're gonna be doing is there's the new or not the new but the Esports World Cup coming up, and pretty much it's a pretty heated event. It has like almost every team that went to Masters, Toronto. I'm pretty sure it has Sanjitsu, Shilai, and it doesn't have Wolves, but it has Sheila and Billy, Fnatic, Team Heretics, Gen G and Rex, um, and then EDG, and then I think there's just other teams that are gonna be like bring a little bit more popularity, I guess. NRG, 100 Thieves, um, EDG is here. So yeah, I think I think overall it's gonna be like an interesting event because and it is kind of like weird because it's there are gonna be some matches that like Chinese teams. It's gonna overlap with the Chinese region because the Chinese region starts in July 3rd. So it started. What? Did I miss something? I did not. Okay, whatever. But like okay, like EDG. EDG is gonna have a match, and then but they're gonna take a break. So I don't know if this was like done on purpose. I feel like China always starts like very weirdly, but I guess it is what it is, right? Um, and then I don't think it's gonna have too much overlap, but it's gonna yeah, see July 6th, 15th, for example, and this ends in July 13th. So the main question is gonna be how players feel and how much they're actually gonna like take this event seriously because of the fact that if they the more at the end of the day, if you're giving teams time to study you and you're running like every single like strat that you were running before, I'm guessing most teams like PaperX and that kind of stuff aren't really gonna like try implementing anything new with like the new maps and stuff. They're mainly gonna just try like running the things that worked in Toronto because then they won't give away any strats. I think that's gonna be like the main thing. But at the same time, I think it's also not gonna be that way because like, I mean, the prize pool is so big, right? Like, dude, 500K is it's a lot of money, especially like I think it's like a little bit less, maybe the same amount as it was for Masters Toronto. It's more. Oh my god, it's more. Yeah, this is like it's pretty much like winning. It's pretty much like winning like not champs because champs is like a million. Champs is like a lot for the winning team, but yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a definitely like a valuable tournament. But yeah, anyways, what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be doing the pick'ems for it, which yeah, um, and I don't know how I feel about this event. Just like one, it's like is Saudi owned, but also having them just come into everything and buy everything is very off. But sometimes like there's two sides to it. But then like because like esports is kind of like not a thing that's very profitable, so like a lot of these teams like a lot of these teams might need the extra funding for it, and I think it can help them. But yeah, I think, but at the same time, it's like also it's also just like a weird time, right? You're putting this like it ends 2 days before the Pacific region starts, right? It's very weird for sure, but it is what it is. So yeah, but okay, so let's start with Group A, which is probably gonna be the most interesting group because this is literally just yeah, this is literally like what some of the best teams. This is like top three, right? And top two. So yeah, Paper X. I think Paper X at G2. I think. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to. I mean, they're definitely gonna like. These are definitely like the two teams. I don't think this group is too much. I mean, I think Paper X. I could be wrong. G2 could like take them out, but because G2 is very good at like going up a team like a second time, but I'm not too sure. Um, I think Paper X are just like looking very good, like too good almost. So yeah, and then Sentinels. Okay, BBL honestly is a very good team in EMA. I think they're very. I think they've had solid matches, right? So like they've definitely had like solid matches. They pushed Team Liquid, um, so I think they're a very solid team for sure. But I don't know if they are beating Sentinels good. But honestly, Sentinel, I mean, they're not looking bad. They're looking good. They're looking like a strong team. But like the two teams that they lost to were like the finalists. So I will say they beat BBL because I think like if they went up against actually wait, because if they went, I don't think they beat Gen G. Actually, I don't know, they might have, but I don't think they beat G2. Um, I don't think honestly. I don't even. Do they even beat Wolves? Honestly, with the way that they were playing, I'm not too sure, but I think they beat BBL. I think DRX beats Sheila. I think Sheila beats BBL, and then how did DRX play? Honestly, let's see. DRX, did they even qual? They didn't qual. What? What did they lose to? Oh, they lost to Paper X. That's right. They lost to Paper X on the run. Um. Okay, so they lost to the eventual winner, and then they lost to Paper X, who was on that like winning streak thing. Um. Honestly, I think Near X beats Sen, and then I think Sen beats Shilai. Yeah, that sounds about right. Dude, Team Heretics had such an underperformance in Toronto. It was crazy. Like yeah, they actually had like one of the most underperforming. I think you can argue they were pretty much the most like the with the teams with the most expectations. Like these two teams just not even winning one game. Like, dude, like just these two teams probably cost so like this team alone because look at the teams that they were playing. They like Paper X, okay, sure, but like at the same time, like dude, you're the number two seed. People were like, even though you lost 3-0, people still had a lot of expectations. But then Wolves, right? This just took like so many people off. This was like what the hell, right? People, this team took away like so many 100% like pickums. So yeah, but it is what it is. And yeah, so next is who? So yeah, but I do. It's hard though, cause dude, NRG is just known for underperforming. Um, yeah, NRG have not been able to perform. What is the team right now? I would say they have been looking very good though. No, like look at this. They have been looking insanely good. Yeah, honestly, wait, hold on. I think NRG are looking very good right now. And then Rex beat Titan. Shit. No, no, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I believe in the Titan Esports train. This team. Okay, I would say I do have like I don't know why I have like I feel pretty good about like Chinese teams for some reason. Like I feel like I don't know why. Like Shilai, I had a lot of confidence in Shilai, for example. But yeah, um, energy. Okay, honestly, I'm all in. Don't question this. Titan Esports is gonna like my one of my favorite teams is ZDG. I think like my favorite teams are like the Japanese teams, which are Zeta and DFM, and then like honestly, if you just move on to like the Chinese region, like EDG and stuff like that, I like Billy Billy. This Shilai team, I have a lot of confidence in. I definitely do think they underperformed, but yeah. And I don't think like I think like after Toronto, I hope what I'm hoping is that in stage two they will be able to kind of like build the confidence back up, and then make it to champs, and then because they kind of like experienced the failure in Toronto, they'll kind of be a little bit more like comfortable in the international stage and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the goal that I have towards them. And then Andre Figs, okay, Fnatic are looking very good. Right? I mean, dude, Is Kong back? Did they make any roster changes? I don't think so. Right? Yeah, they're still running. Wait, right? Is it? Wait, is this? No, they took out Gian. Now they're running with ZJC, who was in. Oh, wait, isn't? Oh no, this time. Okay. So they took. ZJC was a very good player in Tyloo. I would say he definitely did some very like. I think he overall I think like he was a player that like would kind of like stand out for sure. Like he would be very like supportive, but I'm not sure. Um, because I do I do know like the weird because I do think like the best like the best like a support player we've seen from China is Simon, right? At the end of the day from EDG, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like I don't know. If the chemistry isn't like working with them, then at the same time it's like, but we'll see. I mean, it was a clean start, right? It was against Titan, but it's clean start, clean start. Kong Kong is back. Nobody was shooting, so you know, we'll see. I do have confidence in EG. I will never doubt them, especially after China. They can have some bad performances, but you know after champs oh my god, I will never doubt them. Genji versus 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves are playing well, right? I think 100 Thieves are like kind of like they always I think they play better than what they're like their match history shows. Like look at this. Like they're playing very well right now. The only thing that they really lost to was NRG, and then in stage two they lost to like pretty strong teams, right? But like still, like they got knocked out because of G2, and that's because Sen. Like if Sen would have lost this, then it would have been 100 Thieves versus Sen, which I still think Sen honestly would have won. But yeah, you know I think I wouldn't be crazy to say that like they're like the fourth or third best team in Americas. I lied. Or did I? Did I lie? Hmm. Hmm. Like I do think like they have a lot of like opportunity, but I mean, dude, it depends on Genji's form, dude. If they show up in the form that they had in Swiss stage, then I think they win. If they show up in playoff form, then maybe not. But you know, I'll have confidence in the Genji and texture train. Honestly, yeah, I have EDG. I have EDG going all the way, boys. We're going all the way, for sure. Um, but yeah, in terms of playoffs, in terms of like tournament winner, I don't know. I think NRG are gonna surprise people. I think EDG are gonna surprise people, and then I think like these like three teams, like the Paper X, G2, and Fnatic, I think they're just gonna like you're gonna see a very similar team to what you saw in Toronto. You know, I don't think you're gonna see too much of a difference. But yeah, you know. Anyways, this is my pickums, and let me know. You know, if you guys have any other ideas. I will say the only like things that I think are like very like maybe like that's weird that I would say is this whole thing. I don't think okay, I don't think honestly I don't think this is weird. I think with the way that they've been playing, you could say they're off season, like all the energies are like off season now. Like they're just got good at off season after the AVL, but you can argue that's a reason why they win. Because this is an off season event technically. And then, you know, Team Heretics wasn't in the best. And then this was just like, well, Titan isn't the worst team, but also they beat Wolves. And also Team Heretics lost to Wolves, and it was a third seed China team. So we've seen they lose to the worst of China's. So yeah, I don't. And then this match, this match was just like the full faith at that point. It's like if they beat Team Heretics, they gain the confidence and they gain the momentum to beat Rex. And then this one is also gonna be controversial because of EDG's form. Nobody really knows what he looks like. And then this I think makes sense. This doesn't. This this you can. I don't think it's like I don't think it'll kind of be like split, but I don't think people will like. I think people will understand. Nobody will really. But yeah, I think for the most part like kind of makes sense. I don't think like Sentinels are like. I still don't think Sentinel. I don't think Sentinels will be able to reach the point in which they reached last year. I think it's gonna be very hard. I think it's gonna take a while because that roster with Sentinels was just like a different thing, right? They had Sassy, Tens, like just having Sassy and Tens was like it added so much more because like Tens was like a very like different smoke player. He played it very different, right? He kind of was like a very he was like an X factor, right? He was very a unique playstyle that was very aggressive and stuff. And then Sassy was just like a veteran that had a lot of experience, was almost like a secondary IGL pretty much, and just knew how to like was very like good in clutch moments and stuff like that, right? Had won champs, like just having that kind of experience in your roster was like a different thing. And I think that roster just clicked in a way that not many rosters can click. So yeah, it is very interesting. Um but yeah, you know, this is my pickums. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you all next time.